I do not support blood doping in professional sports. I'm going to give a rundown on what blood doping is and the different types and what it does and how it affects the athlete, and then I'm going to give my final conclusion at the end of why I don't think this is right at all. Blood doping is a technique used to increase oxygen-carrying red blood cells and improve the athletic performance of an athlete. The most commonly used types of blood doping are injections of EPO, which is an injection of synthetic chemicals that can carry oxygen, and also blood transfusions, which are both banned by the World Anti-Doping Association. EPO is produced naturally by the body. The hormone gets released by the kidneys and causes the body's bone marrow to pump out red blood cells. But when an athlete takes synthetic EPO, the red blood cells number can increase and improve the amount of oxygen the blood carries through the muscles in the body, and result more endurance for the athlete. Blood transfusions involve drawing your own blood and storing it for a few months while your body replenishes its red blood cell supplies. Then, before a competition, the athlete will re-inject the blood back into his or her body. The outcome is similar to that of EPO, a bump in red blood cell count. Most people that would be interested in blood doping would most likely be long distance runners, swimmers, definitely cyclists, and possibly rowers and triathlon athletes. One huge issue is the testing. It's not exactly that accurate, considering the fact that there was a research study done on it, and they had 48 urine samples and only 2 were positive for EPO, and all those guys or gals were all pumped with EPO like 3 weeks prior. So it just goes to show that we have such a lack of study, and even we can't even find it. So why would we ever consider letting these athletes blood dope if we have such lack knowledge? We need to understand how to test it, so that way we can make sure that no athletes are taking it. And that's the first step. We need to really master the testing behind this before we can even move on and consider anything else. The fear with blood doping or EPO use is that the blood count gets too high. The blood gets too thick and becomes hard for the heart to push around the body, which end results in blood clots or someone having a stroke. No, I definitely do not support blood doping being legalized in any sort of sports or professional level sports. I believe if it's legal, I feel like sports will become more of a competition in medicine science. The more advanced the scientists get into research and studies, the more advanced the athletes will get. I believe that the spirit of sportsmanship is to compete at a fair situation, not enhanced by drugs. So all natural athletes playing to be the best, or who is the best overall athlete, of course. And if blood doping is accepted, that eliminates the whole aspect of what sports and all that stuff's all really about. And also, I do not believe this is good for our younger generation. A lot of these kids are idolizing these athletes, and if they see that these athletes are blood doping and doing drugs, to improve them, it's really going to encourage these kids to do it as well. So no, I do not think at all this is good for any sort of sport. I think it should be kept banned, and more research needs to be done on how to catch people doing it and find the best way to test for it.